Do you see what you've done, Mark? Do you see what you've done? Hey everyone, Henry Hello here, welcome back. Right now we are going to watch Marnie, starring Tippi Hedren and Sean Connery. Now, I saw Tippi Hedren last in The Birds, and for Sean Connery, I don't think he appeared in any Hitchcock movies, but the last time I saw him was probably in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This movie is 2 hours long, so I better get started quick because I hope I can watch one more Hitchcock movie after this. So let's watch Marnie.
Robbed. $9,967. Marion Holland.
Marion.
That's the girl. 5 feet 5, 110 pounds, black, wavy hair, even features.
What were her references, sir?
She had references, I'm sure.
She didn't have any references at all?
Mr. Rutland just had a robbery. Almost $10,000. You remember, I pointed her out to you the last time you were here. I knew she was too good to be true. Always so eager to work overtime. Always pulling her skirt down over her knees as though they were a national treasure. She seemed so nice.
They always seem nice. Back then, I wonder how long you can survive on a 9,000. Hitchcock's cameo again. Oh, what do you know? She's a con woman. Does she plan to never collect that suitcase ever again?
I'll do, Miss Edgar. Good to have you back.
Hello, Mr. Garrett. Ah, there's my darling.
Call for the doctor, call for the nurse, call for the lady with the alligator purse.
The lady with the alligator purse.
Where's my mother?
She's making a pecan pie for me.
Hello, Mama.
Well, I just want Marnie.
I just swan. That's the first time I've heard of that saying.
Boston, Massachusetts, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Okay, what's up with her and Red?
I never could stand gladiolas. I'll get rid of these.
Gladiolas.
Two blonde hair always looks like a woman's trying to attract the man. Men and a good name don't go together. You shouldn't spend all your money on me like you do.
But that's what money's for, to spend.
And to steal?
Well, I just want.
I just swan.
My hip, my leg ate me some more. Marnie, mind my leg.
Is she jealous of Jesse?
A decent woman don't have need for any man. I told Miss Cotton, look at my girl Marnie. She's too smart to go getting herself mixed up with men.
I've been thinking seriously about asking Miss Cotton and Jessie to move in here with me.
What you want is for Jessie to come live with you. Why don't you love me, Mama? I've always wondered why you don't. Mama, what's wrong with me?
Nothing.
You've always thought there was something wrong with me, haven't you? Always. You think I'm Mr. Pemberton's girl. Is that why you don't want me to touch you? Is that how you think I get the money to set you up?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mama. I don't know what got into me talking like that. No, I don't want to, Mama, no.
Wake up, Marnie. You're still dreaming.
I was having that old dream again. First the tapping, and then...
I said supper's ready.
It's very creepy of her mother to stand in the shadows like that. So Marnie has some kind of trauma about gladiolas or about the color red. I wonder what it is. Payroll clerk. Of course, she wants to handle the money. Oh wait, Rutland and Company. That's the guy from earlier. Oh, it is. That's what he said, pulling at the skirt. She didn't disguise herself this time. No different hair or different style.
Reference, that is. Kendall's, yes. This is the only reference you have to show us?
Kendall's was my first real job. My husband was a CPA, and I learned a great deal more from him. When my husband died very suddenly last November, well, I felt I needed work. Something that will keep me busy.
Overtime.
Oh, I don't care how much work I'm given or what hours I work.
This is a post of some-confidence.
Oh, please let me have a chance to prove myself, Mr. Ward.
Yeah, he got a go-ahead from Mr. Rutland, so she's hired right away.
I'm looking for a free lunch and somebody to cash a check for me. Thanks, Mr. Sam. I'll try not to do anything sensible with it.
Who is this maid wearing? Quite a name, too.
Little Mannering, Mr. Rutland's sister-in-law. Her sister was Mr. Rutland's wife. She died about 1.5 years ago, some kind of heart thing. I get the feeling little old Lil plans to stay on permanently.
Okay, I get it. Oh, look at her. Looking at the target while she's typing without even looking at the keyboard. Really doesn't like red. Oh, could it be blood? Maybe she's averse to blood.
Mrs. Taylor, are you hurt?
Of course I'm all right. I just spilled a little ink on my blouse. Good heavens, what a lot of excitement over nothing. Why in the world does he keep locking and unlocking that drawer?
He never can remember the
Yeah.
safe combination.
It was the safe combination.
Those were collected by my wife. They're the only things of hers I've kept. And that's Sophie. She's a Jaguarundi. I trained her to trust me.
Is that all?
Well, that's a great deal for a Jaguarundi.
It's symbolic of Marnie, isn't it? Oh damn, that is really bright.
Mrs. Taylor?
Alright, so it seems she's scared of lightning and thunder too. Oh my goodness. Oh, it knocked off all his wife's collection.
All over. You're all right.
I mean, he kissed her. That's kind of taking advantage of her while she was terrified. Wait, I don't remember there being any tall trees beside the building. Must have flown in somewhere else.
You said it was all you had left of your wife.
I said it was all I had left that had belonged to my wife.
Oh,
Isn't that almost the same?
You like racing?
I like horses.
Atlantic City tracks open to the end of the month. We could drive out there next Saturday.
Are you fond of horses?
No, not at all.
Pardon me, but you're Peggy Nicholson, aren't you? Remember me?
One of her alias.
No, I'm sorry. You've made a mistake. I am not Miss Nichols.
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
You're trying to pull my leg, aren't you?
Now, why should any young lady want to pull your leg?
Oh, sorry. I thought I recognized this lady.
Good for you. You've apologized nicely. You may go now.
Can we go to the paddock? I'd like to see Telepathy. Been watching him ever since I saw him work out once as a 2-year-old.
Telepathy. Wait, how old is that horse? Oh, she meant when the horse was 2 years old until now. Not when she was 2 years old.
Yeah, number 8. Telepathy.
He seems hurt.
Don't bet him.
Well, why not?
He's wall-eyed.
Wall-eyed? What does that mean?
Just this once. For luck.
I don't believe in luck.
What do you believe in?
Money.
Nothing. Horses, maybe. At least they're beautiful, and nothing in this world like people.
I think you've had a hard, tough climb. But you're a smart girl, aren't you? The careful grammar, the quiet, good manners. Well, you shouldn't have chickened. Your wall-eyed reject just won by 4 lengths. The track's open to the end of the month. If your luck holds out, by this time next month, I'll be a rich man.
It's her analysis, not luck.
Oh, Miss Nicholson.
You really are pressing your luck, old boy.
Your past will catch up to you one day, Marnie.
Dad goes by scent. If you smell anything like a horse, you're in.
Really? If you smell like a horse, you're in. Now, how do you go about smelling like a horse?
Here we are, old bean. The homestead.
Old Bean. A reference to Suspicion.
Mary, this is my father.
How do you do, Mr. Rutland?
A girl, is it? Oh, it's all right, Dad. She's not really a girl. She's a horse fancier.
Oh, dear, I think I rather sprained my wrist this afternoon. Would you mind awfully?
You're right, Miss Taylor.
A little.
Best thing in the world for the inside of a man or a woman is the outside of a horse. Mark's trying to behave as if he brought Miss Taylor out to see the horses. He really brought her to see me.
I'm sure your sturdy young wrist has recovered sufficiently to pour Dad another cup of tea. When duty whispers, lo, thou must, then youth replies, I can.
Ratfink, and you misquoted.
He brought Marnie there to get his father's approval.
You can bring your tea back. Have your pick of the horses.
Clearly she doesn't like it. She's just doing it to try to attract Mark. It seems like today's the day she's gonna execute her plan. She has to get the key, unlock the drawer, look at the safe combination, break into the office, and unlock the safe. She got a key made. How? Maybe she found a chance to, make a copy of the key. Dang, that took less than a minute.
You're sure making time tonight, Reader. What's the big rush?
I want to get to bed. That's the big rush.
Hard of hearing. And there we go. She runs off with all the money.
I'm fighting a powerful impulse to beat the hell out of you. Is Edgar your real name?
Yes, Edgar. Margaret Edgar.
Not her name.
I don't have a kid brother or a mother. I don't have anybody.
Not even Mr. Taylor?
The rest of the money is in a registered package addressed to me in a post office box in New York. You can pick it up there by tomorrow. You talk as if this was some kind of regular thing I did. All planned out in cold blood.
And it wasn't?
No.
You're a cold, practiced little method actress of a liar.
My father deserted us when I was a baby. My mother and I lived in Richmond until I was 7. That's the truth, I swear it. My mother died when I was 10, and Mrs. Taylor took care of me out there.
Now, how did you get the combination to Ward's safe?
I took Susan's key from her purse.
I see.
She left me her house and $5,000 in insurance. There isn't much more. I bought Furio.
Forio?
My horse at Garrett's.
Oh.
I went to Pittsburgh and got the job at Kendall's.
Let's back up and see if you can turn that Mount Everest of manure into a few facts. Previously, you were employed by the firm of Strutt & Company. I saw you there once.
Oh.
All this time you've been trying to trip me up, trap me.
I think you took a bit of a chance knowing that Rutland's was a client of Strutt's.
I didn't. My job at Strutt's didn't give me access to all the clients' names.
I see.
Are you a compulsive thief, a pathological liar?
Oh, what difference does it make?
Makes some difference. To me.
Yeah, pathological liar and lying for money is different.
Have you ever been in jail?
Certainly not.
She's never been caught.
It's true about Strutt. I did it. I don't know why. I just kind of went crazy, I guess. Oh, I hated him.
Like you hate me?
Putting on an act again.
Come on.
Of course. The whole thing, the whole package, waterworks, everything.
The chronic use of an alias is not consistent with your story of sudden temptation and unpremeditated impulse.
He's good at spotting the inconsistencies.
Well, I'm even trying to believe you.
Why?
Because, damn it, I want to.
Because I love you.
They were so mixed up, what I wanted to say before. I needed to get away, can't you see? We were...
So we were.
I thought it was time I got out before I got hurt.
Are you cold, Margaret?
Marnie, if you let me go, I swear I'll...
I can't let you go, Marnie. Somebody's got to take care of you and help you. I can't just turn you loose. This is how it's going to be. You'll see that Susan's key finds its way back into her purse.
How can I go back to Rutland's?
I replace the money.
Huh.
Remember that first day at the races when you were so hot about a horse called Telepathy? You said you'd watched him training as a 2-year-old. Found he'd been bred by a Colonel Marston of Virginia. The man said, why didn't I try Garrett's over by Middleburg?
Mark, I'd like to go freshen up a little.
You're fresh enough. Come on.
Not taking any chances.
I didn't say men weren't interested in me. I said I wasn't interested in them.
Never?
No, not until...
Why me?
Because you were different, Mark.
I'll explain that we had a lover's quarrel. Then I'll explain that we're going to be married before the week is out.
Therefore, you should stay on at Wickwin.
Oh.
What are you trying to pull?
I'm trying to pull a proposal.
You're crazy. You're out of your mind.
It's a possibility. We'll just have to marry you off as Mary Taylor. It's perfectly legal. You can sign yourself Minnie Q. Mouse on a marriage license. You're still legally married.
Really?
Well, it seems to be my misfortune to have fallen in love with a thief and a liar.
Love works in crazy ways.
Oh, Mark, if you love me, you'll let me go.
Classic phrase.
You don't love me. I'm just something you've caught. You think I'm some kind of animal you've trapped.
Yeah, it's possible, huh?
I tracked you and caught you, and by God, I'm going to keep you.
It's like he's captured her and he wants to tame her, make her trust him. Who knows if he really does love her?
Have fun, my dear.
Traveler's checks in this, letter of credit in this.
Take care, Lil.
Little Mainwaring is still trying.
That engagement ring must have been at least 5 carats.
6.5. Blue-white, perfect stone. It cost $42,000 plus tax.
$70,000 in 1 week. All that money spent to celebrate what? This meager, furtive little wedding?
And of course, Little Mainwaring had to investigate because she's jealous. She still wants Mark.
The off strut.
Wow. Nice cursive.
Marnie, come here.
She must be feeling so frustrated at being married against her will.
I can't. I can't.
God's sakes, Marnie.
I'll die. If you touch me again, I'll die.
I promise I won't touch you. Just get out of that damn corner, please.
Like a cornered animal.
You didn't seem to mind at my office that day, or at the stables. And all this last week, I've handled you.
She's been putting on an act.
I thought I could stand it if I had to.
What happened to you?
Happened? Nothing. Nothing happened to me. I just never wanted anybody to touch me. Anyway, I was doing all right the way I was.
If I hadn't caught you, you'd have gone on stealing.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
The chances of it being someone as permissive as me are pretty remote. You'd probably have got him and jail. So I wouldn't say you were doing all right, Marnie.
Oh, men. You say no thanks to one of them, and bingo, you're a candidate for the funny farm. It would be hilarious if it weren't pathetic.
All right, Marnie. We won't talk about it until you want to. You and your little bed over there. Me, light years away and mine here.
Thank you.
Is he not afraid that Marnie's gonna stab him in his sleep? Just smother him with a pillow or just stab him in his sleep?
How long? How long do we have to stay on this boat, this trip? If you don't want to go to bed, please get out.
But I do want to go to bed, Marnie.
No!
Oh.
I'm sorry, Marnie.
She's stuck frozen. Her heart is frozen cold. She doesn't feel anything. And Mark is kind of forcing himself on her. That's what they're implying, right? Like Mark forced himself on Marnie. I think Mark is wrong for that. He did promise her. I doubt Marnie would jump just because of that. Well, she did. But at least she didn't jump into the ocean. That would be beyond saving. But you see what you've done, Mark? Do you see what you've done?
Well, why the hell didn't you jump over the side?
The idea was to kill myself, not feed the damn fish.
Mark is pretty much in the wrong for this one. He shouldn't have forced the whole thing.
And you might as well know I've paid off Strut. Anonymously, of course. I'm not the one the cops are after, not yet. And I don't intend to be, not if there's anything I can do to prevent it.
Well, Mama, I had a bad case of the flu and just didn't feel up to writing.
You can see the diamond on her finger. 6.5 carats. Mainwaring couldn't have heard all that. Marnie was basically whispering. Is that Fori?
Oh, Forio.
Oh, Forio, sorry.
Oh, beauty.
Oh, without the saddle. Oh, she's really that excited. Ooh.
Mark, listen. I'm a good fighter if you need me. If you are in some kind of trouble, I have absolutely no scruples. I'd lie to the police or anything. Please, Mark, will you let me help?
All right, you can help. You can help by being nice to Marnie. She needs a friend.
There's a mother in Baltimore. Marnie made a phone call this morning. I listened through the library door.
Wow. Mainwaring is a professional at eavesdropping.
I expect what we should do is find you some young man. What's your type?
I was waiting for you. I'm queer for liars.
Would you prefer an indoor liar or an outdoor liar? Playboy or Field and Stream? I'll get it. I'll take it upstairs. Hang up as soon as I get it.
Because he's afraid of her eavesdropping through the library door.
She killed him? Well, when was that? That means the little girl must have been about 5. Is that right? Call me the minute you get anything further on the child.
Mama. Mama, don't cry.
Marnie.
Please don't hurt my mama.
Who was tapping at the window?
What's going on?
She's having a nightmare.
Oh, there was no window.
Cold.
That's supposed to be your department, isn't it, old boy?
Mainwaring is really paying attention to what's happening to Marnie and Mark.
That dream. You know, you've had it before.
First there are the 3 taps. And then she says, "Get up, Marnie. You have to get up now. If I get up, I'll be cold and they'll hurt her."
Who'll hurt her?
Them.
Robbers.
You, Freud. Me, Jane.
If you won't see an analyst, why don't you try to help yourself?
But that's why I'm in this trap, is from trying to help myself. I don't need to read that muck to know that women are stupid and feeble and that men are filthy pigs.
That's cynical.
So what about your dreams, Daddy dear?
Well, I never said I was perfect.
Oh, Doctor, I'll bet you're just dying to free associate.
Oh yeah, she's read those
Give
books.
me a word, and I'll give you an association. Needles, pins, when a man marries, trouble begins. You're bringing me out marvelously, Doctor. You'll have me up on my poor, paralyzed little legs by the very next scene. Go on.
Sarcasm.
Black.
White.
Red.
White. 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 White.
It's all right, Molly.
Oh, help me. Help me. Oh, God, somebody help me.
Dang, that escalated quicker than I thought. So we know it probably has something to do with blood, men tapping on the window, her mother asking her to get up, men trying to hurt her mother killing a man. Mystery, mystery. Oh man, just keep the door open and let them come in.
A little scorekeeper. She has the list, made the table arrangements and everything.
I see Little purposely invited Mr. Strutt.
Why?
I don't know. I swear I don't know.
Lil.
Lil, I believe we've met before.
I don't think so.
Marnie and I have been married for 2 months, but we've known each other quite well for about 4 years.
4 years?
Yes, didn't you know?
You said we'd known each other 4 years. Lil thought...
I don't give one infinitesimal damn what Lil thought or thinks.
You've got to get out of here and you've got to let me go. That man is going to send me to jail. You know he is.
Strutt may be throbbing away out there in the night with vengeful fantasies. Well, the Rutland account is one of the biggest he's got. And if he insists on acting like the little swine he is, then... And he'll lose others too, I'll see to it.
There may be other things involved, other people that I don't want to hear about me. They can start investigating other jobs, other similar jobs.
How many have you done?
How many other jobs?
About 55.
3.
Okay.
Try again.
5 counting Strutt.
How much altogether?
Under 50,000.
We can hire a lawyer and a psychiatrist and make an immediate voluntary confession and an offer of restitution. That'll make the whole thing public. Now, the alternative. Make private calls on all the places you've robbed. You will express deep sorrow and repentance. While you sob, I show a check for the amount stolen. And, But if one of them says, thanks, I'll take the money back, but I won't drop the charge. Then we've had it.
Yeah, things are getting complicated, but interesting when your past comes back to haunt you. Oh, so many dogs. Beagles? Is it beagles? I don't know if they're called beagles. Oh, red again. Wow, what a nice open field. Oh! Oh no, no. Is Fori alright? Forio. Oh no, if he hurt his leg, he has to be put down.
A gun! Give me a hot gun! My horse is screaming! Give me a gun! Tell this fool to give me a gun! Forio's hurt!
I'll do it, Marnie. Please, Marnie.
Oh, whoa, whoa, careful with a gun.
There. There now.
Poor Forio.
How very disadvantageous any action on your part would be for everyone.
But just wait until you've been victimized.
He has. Why is she still holding that gun? Seems like someone's about to accompany Forio to his grave. I'm also very surprised that Mainwaring didn't follow her in here. Did she shoot Mainwaring already? And the other woman? That's why she can take the gun away?
Yes, Lil, what is it? Yes, I understand. I'm hanging up now.
Oh, she's fighting it.
I'll just put this away. Go on. You want the money. You wanted the money or you wouldn't have taken my keys, would you? You took the keys, now take the money. You're not stealing. You want the money, take it. I said take it. We're going to Baltimore to see your mother.
No!
Yes.
If you tell my mother about me, I'll kill you.
It's your mother who's going to do the talking.
Oh, what did he find out? What did he find out? I'm dying to know. What is the truth behind the matter?
I guess you know how Marnie feels about storms.
Marnie, stop acting like such a ninny.
Marnie hasn't been very well. I don't believe she's been very well since you had your accident.
What?
You've got to tell her the truth. She has no memory of what happened that night. I know everything that happened, and I'll tell her the whole story.
You don't know the whole story, and nobody does but me.
Your beautiful young daughter cannot stand to have a man touch her. Any man.
What matters what made her? She's lucky to feel like that. Just plain lucky.
In the records, it states quite plainly that you made your living from the touch of men. And it was one of your clients that you killed that night.
Oh, God!
Was there also a storm that night, Mrs. Edgar?
I bet.
I don't need any filthy man coming in my house no more. Do you hear me? Get out of the house, you good girl!
Oh, the tapping.
What does the tapping mean, Marnie?
It means they want in.
Come on, honey. Get up, all right?
Wait, because they only have one bed? So her mother gets her out of bed so they can use the bed to...
Oh, I don't like him. He smells funny. I don't want you. Let me go. Mama! Get your dirty hands off my kid! I don't like him to kiss me. Make him go, Mama.
What is it, Marnie? What's the matter?
He hit my mama!
Ooh.
Oh, my leg. Marnie, help me. I got to help my mama.
Oh,
Marnie?
she killed him.
There.
There now.
Oh, the same thing she said to Florio. And then red. Of course, the blood. Mystery solved. Is that why her mother's always afraid of her? Because Marnie killed the guy?
I thought when she lost her memory of that night, it was a sign of God's forgiveness.
Your mother told the police that she killed the sailor in self-defense.
You must have loved me, Mama.
Well, you're the only thing in this world I ever did love. You know how I got you, Marnie?
One of the men, I suppose.
I wanted Billy's basketball sweater. I was 15. Billy said if I let him, I could have the sweater.
Dang.
Later on, when you got started, he ran away.
Of course he did. He was 15.
I still got that old sweater. I'd bring you up different from me. Decent.
Decent? Of course, I'm a cheat, a liar, and a thief. But I am decent.
It's time to have a little compassion for yourself.
Get up, Marnie. You're aching my leg.
What am I going to do? What's going to happen?
And what do you want to happen?
I want it all cleared up.
We're gonna.
Goodbye, Sugar Pop.
Call for the doctor. Call for the nurse.
The brick walls are red too. She doesn't have a problem with that. That's quite a satisfying ending to her trauma, isn't it? Like finally we found out what happened, and that her childhood trauma was what caused her fear with red, lightning, thunder, men. Hitchcock took a little bit of ideas from his one other movie. What was that movie called? The one with skiing. I think it was with Ingrid Bergman. Notorious? No. Wait a minute. Spellbound, right? The Spellbound was also about like childhood trauma. At first, I was expecting that her childhood trauma was what made her become a liar and a thief, and that's why she subconsciously chose this profession to steal from people. But apparently, it's not that at all. It's something else completely. I quite like Tippi Hedren's acting in this one, and especially in the scene where she seems to have reverted back to her younger self and relive the memory of that night. I think it was well done. Mark ain't no saint either. I'm very sure that at first he was really viewing her as something that he caught and that he wanted to tame, just like his jaguarundi. Was that what the animal was called? Jaguarundi? And then little Mainwaring, she's just so nosy because she's trying to chase after Mark. So she's always nosing into all of Marnie and Mark's business, trying to, what do you call that? Devil's advocate? No. I don't know. Just trying to stir up the things from behind the scenes. I just found Mainwaring just a little bit annoying that she's so nosy in their business. It was a good ending for Marnie and Mark. And I'm sure Mark would be able to resolve all Marnie's past wrongdoings, and therefore she will be redeemed. Or later on, she will redeem herself. And this is her redemption story. A small little inconsistency in Marnie's mother is that she says that she's always loved her, but at the same time, she seems to also be afraid of her. Maybe whenever she remembers that Marnie has killed a man, then she pulls away from Marnie. But Marnie has lost her memory, and she killed the man without fully knowing what she was doing. She thinks she hit him with a stick, but she didn't understand the concept of death during that time. So I don't really know about Marnie's mother. Does she truly love her? I also have one more thing I'm not very sure about, but this is just a small matter. After we saw Marnie steal from Mr. Strutt, she kept the suitcase in a locker and she threw the key down a drain. Now, I don't understand why she did that. Did she put the key down the drain, which is a very safe spot, so whenever she wants to come back to get whatever was in the suitcase, she can just, ask someone to help her lift up the drain and get the key? Like, I don't really get why she threw the key down the drain. But it was a small little thing which turned out to be completely unimportant anyway, because it never popped up again during the movie. The movie is actually quite enjoyable, and I enjoyed the actors, Tippi Hedren, Sean Connery, and Diane Baker. Diane Baker being Lil Mainwaring. I think they did a great job. And I liked the movie, especially the conclusion of Marnie's trauma. So what did you think about this movie when you first watched it? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.